So today we're going to make a table out of this Aston Martin V12 for our boss Pete, who's retiring pretty soon. He's been with us for 40 years and he happens to own DB9. Buddy Pat managed to round up a unused, nice new clean block, and we're going to make it into a table. We have 4-wheeled casters here because it's going to be a pretty hefty sucker. It's about 100 pounds, so we'll drill and tap the pan rails to put the casters on, and then I'm going to keep it very minimalist. Pete's an Englishman, so you know those European types, they don't like a lot of flair. If this was a small like Chevy, maybe I'd put a lot of flames on it and other jewelry, but for him we're going to keep it very minimal. So we're going to put some stainless steel rod, and I have it here, so we're going to machine that stainless steel rod, and we're going to put it in a few of these head bolt holes, and they're going to go up and have these threaded ball pivots. These are all from 80/20, the wheels and these little padded feet here. So we're going to have the rod up here, and we're going to put these pads there to hold the table up, the glass. And the glass is a piece of custom cut 3/8 inch, what do you call it, tempered glass. And I had a custom reverse image Aston Martin logo sticker made, and we're going to etch this glass. We're going to etch the logo into the glass. Low info on the logo. I had to dig one up and do some modifications, some conversions to make this into a vector graphics file, right? It needs to be vectorized so that they can scale it and turn it into essentially tool cutter paths for the sticker. So a place online custom made these for me. Made a few so that in case I screw up, but so this will mask off the area that we don't want to blast. We're just going to blast the outline of the logo here everywhere that's not black. This is too big to fit in a blast cabinet, so we're going to cheat and use just a little spot blaster here with glass bead in it. We're going to do it outside. Probably do this part first while daylight's upon us here, and then we'll probably move to do the casters next so we can get the block up and mobile, and then do the stainless rods to hold up the table last. Well, the blasting went okay. Anywhere that there was a bubble in the sticker where I didn't get it on absolutely tight, it would almost immediately blow away. So I had to go back around, and initially I would wait till the hole opened up and I'd patch it up, but then I just brought it back in and basically covered up any holes that I could find, and it held together okay. So the edges aren't going to be perfect, but let's see how we did here. The sticker's getting a little thin. It wasn't really meant for this, and it doesn't really want to come off, so I'll just cut her off. Well, it came out pretty good. I am an artiste, if I do say so myself. There's a couple little boo-boos. Some of it's just dirt. There's a couple of spots where those, where the tape opened up. The tape could have been, or the sticker could have been a little thicker and not so sticky. It was a pain to get off. But because we made the sticker backwards, the etching is on the back side. So when you put it right side around, it's nice and smooth on top. So moving on to the next piece. So our casters are 5/16 -16 thread. So we're just going to mutilate this block here and thread the pan rail bolts. So just these outer ones here. Some people might want to cry when they see this, but I mean, let's be honest, this is just two 3-liter Ford V6s welded together, all right? Sorry, this is a 3/8 thread, so we're drilling with the 5/16 drill for the tap. Okay, we've got all our wheels on. It's a little more manageable there. Maybe I should have got the ones with the wheel brakes. This table's gonna move around a lot. So the next thing is we're gonna make some standoffs here that are gonna hold the plate, glass plate, and most coffee tables are around 20 inches high. So we're about 13 to these outer head bolt holes. So we're going to need to come up roughly another 7 minus the height of these guys, which are the feet and the ball here. So these are going to thread into those standoffs and give us the angle to hold the plate. So we'll subtract that, and then they're about, the head bolts are deep, the threads are deep, so about 2 inches. So we're going to make about 2 inches worth of the standoff that slides down in there, and I'm not going to thread them, I'm just going to have them slide down in there and fit. because there's not going to be anything trying to essentially pull them out. So we're not going to worry about threading them in there. So we'll get to cutting those pieces and turn them on the lathe. So we have the standoffs all done. So they're adjustable. We have these threaded ball socket type things we got from 80/20, and that's a 1/4 tap, and this is 303 stainless, which is free machining, but it actually still is a total pain. And the big lesson I learned is don't try to use those cheap straight fluted, have them over here, don't use these cheap straight fluted hardware store taps to try to tap this stainless. Had to get on MSC and get a real nice 2-flute spiral, tin coated, made in Germany, specifically for stainless steel. But that combined with some magic tap just made this job so much easier. So there's just no way. You'd only get a couple threads in with a regular straight tap. But that combo cut like butter. So we have the standoff slides in there, we have some adjustment, and then we have these pivot feet. They're actually meant to be feet for, you know, legs, you know, something that way, but we're using them upside down. And so you just put a little, you just need a little oil, because it's a really tight fit. We have that. Knock that guy on there. And then, there we go. So now it'll be basically vertical. The one thing I hadn't quite planned on, this whole thing can spin. Maybe I should have threaded it into the head bolt. So we'll see. I mean, it might be a nice thing, right? So when the table's, when the top sets on there, it'll center that up. So we'll find out here shortly. Well, there we have it. It actually looks pretty darn good. We'll take it in the house and put it in the office until the party. Put it in its proper habitat, because sitting on this rosin paper isn't exactly attractive. But the etching came out really nice. It's just about the length of the engine there. The feet are far enough out at the ends that you can't, you know, flip the glass off of the engine, and the feet are wide enough on the block that you'd have to work pretty hard to flip the whole engine over. It's set dead level even. I didn't have to adjust anything, so that means we did a pretty good job machining the length of these columns, and I guess the block was good and flat. You sure would hope so. So that's it. I think I'm going to run a deburring tool around all the edges. Most of these edges are broke already, like at the tops of the bores. You know, people aren't going to be able to resist touching the bores, and they're pretty sharp. I'll run a deburring tool around everything. There's a little sharp edge there, just since it's going to be basically a piece of furniture. And that's it. Not a bad little project. I think we just found the best use for a V12 engine yet. Furniture.